I'm excited to help you enhance your communication and how your listeners respond to you. The skills and techniques I share will give you and your team immediate value.
It's important to communicate a clear and concise message if you want to influence others. So what I'm trying to say is that I may be way off base here, but to be honest with you, without feedback and coaching from others, and this may be a stupid idea, it will be difficult to enhance your ability to communicate.
We purchase trends are similar among the different age ranges, except for those who are, and make sure you get that point. And do you see these points? I want to really highlight that point. We've got a lot of trends going on. That's really important for you to get. Most individuals want to be more comfortable, thinking on their feet and getting to the point. But what they actually don't realize is the way they structure is confusing and cluttered with unnecessary words. So basically, their sentences run together and they lose their listeners. You know what I mean. The most important delivery skill is eye connection, because it's the only skill that conveys trust and believability. For the majority of us, we don't feel comfortable looking at people directly in the eye. And as a result, we lose the ability to connect, to engage, and we won't have that opportunity to influence them to take action.
Words are little more than a bit part player on the stage of communication. Who are the stars? Well, according to the theory, more than half of meaning, an incredible 55%, is communicated by our facial expressions, with the remaining 38%, more than a third of the meaning, communicated by our tone of voice. Let's take a closer look. Here's Fred. He's got something to tell us. Got that? If we pick up 55% of meaning from facial expressions, we should be getting more than half of Fred's message by now. How about this? Now we can see Fred's face and hear his voice. We should be getting 93% of what he's trying to say. Do you know what he's talking about yet? OK, let's add the remaining 7%, the words.
How come so many communications professionals still believe this nonsense?
Good question, Fred. Maybe it's because it has the status of science. The formula was proposed in 1967 by Professor Albert Mehrabian of the University of California in Los Angeles.
It's a big world, full of difference and diversity. How you see others is influenced by your own cultural perspective, and how others see you is influenced by their cultural perspective. What happens when you speak? Do people from other cultures understand you in the way you intended? And what happens with different cultures in the workplace? How rigid or flexible is their approach to rules? Is formal or informal behaviour expected? And how do different cultures approach timekeeping? In today's global business environment, it is essential to learn how to navigate across different cultural landscapes. You need a good set of tools to do this. You need an understanding of how different cultures trade and do business, an insight into how different cultures communicate, and a clear idea of how different cultures manage people. To be a savvy global traveller, you need to be willing to undertake the journey of understanding other cultures. Develop cultural intelligence so you can communicate confidently.